Hi there, this is Ben Inkster to describe once again one of our recently completed projects. This one was done for actually a local church here in Calgary, First Alliance Church. It's a data pump system to work for their online calendar. The big problem that they've been running into is that they have a office-based calendar system that's heavily used by their internal staff, but it's very difficult to get the details out to the attendees of the event or the organizers. The website has a calendar, but for every single event that needs to go out onto the web, things need to be entered twice. Also, they have data boards on site that display that calendar information off the website, but once again, it's at least another double entry. Our solution to them was to create a MSSQL to MySQL data pump. Their internal system uses Microsoft SQL Server, and their web-based system uses MySQL backend. Their big concern with this was a security issue with their firewalls and information moving in and out. So what we did was we built a solution that ran on their server. Inside of their network, there don't need to be any holes opened up inside the firewall, and the data can move smoothly. The other issue was to make sure that the system was configurable, but at the same time match the data model between the two calendar systems, which we did. So the system itself runs as a system tray icon and displays this as the front end with the current status. It syncs once every 2 hours. When it approaches the time to sync, it tells you how many seconds you have remaining before it goes. In case there was an issue where you may need to stop the sync, if you've made a change and don't yet want it to be pushed up, you can turn the data pump off with the warning that it gives you. Once again, it is a system tray icon, and you can see right down in the tray I've highlighted it there. It's just a little database symbol. Very, very straightforward. A double click brings up the hidden window. A right click brings up a simple menu to either store the window or exit the application. On the configuration side of things, you can see this is the SQL Server side. There's an ODBC data source name that needs to be defined on the server itself, and the system includes the username and password to actually connect to SQL Server. MySQL is a little more involved in that it has a remote database, so there's a host database, and then once again username and password. And this one doesn't actually require an ODBC DSN. This is run entirely separate from the Open Database Connectivity System. The system itself uses XML to record what goes back and forth and when. In case the event has been deleted, it can be deleted in both locations properly rather than having zombie events hanging around after they've been killed off. When there is an error, and they do happen, it flags the error to the user with a nice big icon saying something has gone wrong. When you double click on the icon, it actually loads up the log file itself in whatever the default text editor is. In this case it was Notepad, but it would be whatever was the operating system default. And you can see informational ones describe the function that they're called from. Error ones are actually separated in braces, so you can see right at the very end there's an error connecting to the MSSQL database. It's in braces. It gives you the date and the time and exactly what happened. The long and the short of it is it's a solid piece of software that does exactly what they wanted to do. They're very, very happy with it. Fun little project to put together. If you're interested in anything similar, feel free to give us a call. You can check out the website at gsdev.ca, or you can give us a call at 1-866-99-GS-WEB. Thanks for listening.